Well, I guess I'll have to wait that minute after all. Now Facebook blocked and I had to delete my video. I guess Warner's won. They took 4 of my videos too. I'm gonna have to go look, but it's really sad. One of those videos is epic. Very, very troubling indeed. So I lost a couple videos for sure. I didn't want to lose, which is terrible. To talk about intellectual property. What does it matter, music, eh? It's, oh, that's somebody's property. How dare you? Unbelievable. Doesn't matter how many CDs you buy or what you buy for apps and download. You can't use it for any means, eh? Terrible. Terrible. I lost against Warner. But I see people are coming back on. So, 1984, Jamie McConstitutionalist Macaborski from Alberta shares me a nice 3.5-minute video from 1984, reminiscent of the movie and book 1984. The same kind of effect when you watch Pierre Elliott Trudeau, just like his useless son. Minimize everybody. But I want people to understand, when you watch that, you're going to see Mary challenging Pierre Elliott Trudeau for First Nations equality, and James Bay, Northern Quebec. They used to all be the Northwest Territory, actually. But they chopped that up with provinces, expanded Quebec, and of course Ontario got some expansion too. Pretty sad for First Nations anyway. But the treaties exist, these treaties specifically. And what's interesting is the 1984 Mary Simon tries to fight that. She brings that up. And of course he blows it off. They ruin the whole day. They finish off with, as usual for First Nations, sweet nothing at all. No equality, no address of treaty Indians in Canada. They're not people, and they're not in the Constitution. This isn't my words. This is the Constitution of Canada. This is the League of Nations system we are founded and built on, and the legality of Canada. You hear Trudeau Sr., Pierre Elliott Trudeau, in that 3-minute video. Oh, but the law, you're equal if you want to be. Yeah, more like you're equal if you're white and you're a first-class citizen at that. That's the Constitution of Canada. First-class citizen. Now, we'll see. Has Mary Simon still got enough in the tank? Is she still that woman from 1984? Or has a life of privilege and first class changed her? She's 74 years old. I'm going to send the letter. You're all going to see it before it goes. And in fact, I may even try to hand deliver regardless, because you can't really trust Rideau College. I think I'm going to have to make a special personal appearance to Ottawa, right on the doorstep, and hand deliver that to Mary Simon, and make sure she gets it. Maybe that's what I got to do. We'll see. I'll make sure to do a live of that, but I think that's what we're going to do, to make sure she got it and she's seen it. And then, if she goes silent, just like our Chief Justice was holding Governor General, Chief Justice Wagner, who didn't do a damn thing, rewrote a few government websites, nothing major, nothing to address the Constitution. And don't kid yourselves, everybody. Canada's been in a constitutional crisis absolutely since 1945. But as long as that elite first class holds the power and privilege, it'll never be addressed. We're a shit, terrible nation. That's a fact. Mary Shelley has phenomenal power at this time. Phenomenal power to usurp Trudeau and actually deliver a damaging blow. And she can usurp the courts as well too. And I will send that in as well too, to prove to her time and time again. There's been a few premiers to challenge the crown. There's also been justices. They've lost in appeals when Governor General, Lieutenant Governors step in and mandate Supreme or Superior Courts. She has one chance. One chance. We can file in the Supreme Court She can mandate the Supreme Court to hear the case. She can also mandate the justices to rule. And I will show her the acts, and I will show exactly her power in all relevant codes of what we're going to push for the Supreme Court of Canada. And then we'll see if Mary Simon is for her people, is for the First Nations. Will she fight back against that first-class system as she wanted to so desperately bad in 1984 against none other than Pierre Elliott Trudeau? Now, we will know. And that's why I think this letter's going to have to be hand-delivered. You'll all see it. Still going to email her. Those asking me about her contact information, I don't think I'm going to release that publicly, and here's why, everybody. It's going to minimize my letter. Just like a lot of other organizations, you got to be careful. You do the work, you get these things, you know how to find this stuff, you use it appropriately. If I don't hear anything in a week, I'll release it. Is that fair, everybody? If we don't hear back in one week, 5 working business days, hear back from Mary Simon, Governor General, then you know what? I'll release it to all of you, and you can all flood it individually yourselves. But I think, regardless, I'm going to have to pay a visit to Rideau College right to the security gate and demand that Mary Simon take my letter. And I think I'll say, for her eyes only, right? We'll see. We'll see what I can do. And then we'll see about the Supreme Court of Canada. And then we'll know. Is Mary Simon going to remember 1984? Is that long past her? I don't know. But all we can do is try, and like I say, the more we try, the more we find we can do. If we don't do this, we're never going to know. It's better to try and fail than not try at all. It's better to know who's your friends and who's your enemies. Thanks, that's my video today. I urge everyone, click on the link. Watch that 3.5 minutes, it's important, especially First Nations. Thanks, everybody, and thanks for sharing the video yesterday. Super important. It's sad I've lost some videos. I was hoping Warner would have at least watched my one video where I embedded one of those experts, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And that's Facebook, that's Warner's. Now they own some of my intellectual property. Who knows? But who knows where that'll lead down the road. But it is sad. I like a lot of those videos. I didn't want to lose them. It's all for documentary, really. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Back to the letter tonight. Bye now.